What's going on? What's going on? How we feeling? We good? We're in the park. Evan said we're taking up the raise. I agree. Hopefully I'm good in my eyes. I apologize. Before I get started, I want to point out that today marks 29 years that we lost one of the greats, Tupac Shakur. You know, he's an inspiration to me. His words, you know, his presence was definitely felt, and obviously because I've resonated and pulled stuff from his words that he was an inspiration to his youth. So you know, rest in power, King. I was telling Evan that when I saw these writings, I got emotional, which is not common, you know. Um, but I got emotional because this is the first time I've ever had writing on paper in a book, and thank you, and I am forever grateful for Evan and the Quiet Lightning and everybody. So thank you so much. I'm truly blessed. Um, I'm gonna show you who I am. Let's go. My people carry the blood of the colonizer and that of the colonized. Wait, what? My people are the ones I call mi raza. My people are the migrant, the fighter, the Adelita, the bracero. The ones forced to bury a language, anglicized, institutionalized. Brown hands that are forced in dirt, brown bodies sprayed with chemicals. You've uprooted us, broken our raíces into pieces. Caged us like animals countless times. Yet you claim to be the land of the free. Denied us, relying on us. I hope you understand the families we feed. And now, you plan to break up these families. Once again, send back citizens. It's forced a sort of conflict in my mind. The fact that you don't want us when we're not natives, but when we are, we're still not safe. The governments drown us in unkept promises, drown us like bodies in the river. I hope one day I don't need to have this conflict. I hope one day this world isn't based on questions of who belongs and who doesn't, but a world of raza, a U.S. of us. Thank you. I'm Mexican American. My grandparents on both sides are immigrants, and you know, this nation, I feel a lot of hate towards the immigrant community. The leaders, they just don't want us, and that's a poem about who we are and the conflict of living in the U.S. while they hate us. And I hope I live to see the day where that changes. Um, mm, this next poem, this is paper, y'all. This is paper. This is crazy. But this next poem I've actually never performed. So we're gonna see how it goes. But this is called Asphalt at Fault. I could write about the grass, but the asphalt is grayer on the other side. I like gray because it's no judgment there. No one's poisoned by black and white thinking. No, they're in the gray area. In the gray where many bodies have met yours due to judgment. Shoot first, ask questions later. All because you believe your life is greater. I'll spare the humans from this limerick. Instead, I'll focus on the place where the heart no longer tick, tick, tick. I ask, is it the asphalt who's at fault for raising a young male of color to be convicted of assault? Or do you believe this to be their default? Perhaps I lied about excluding humanity, but the street causes so much insanity. See, the irony is that the asphalt is warm when laid, but at the end of the day, here lay more cold than warm. I believe there's a reason for a gray tombstone last time. Gray is no judgment, guilty or innocent. At the end of the days, us humans are equivalent. This is not about being gray. I bleed blood that's red, and I too have been at fault. And one day, we will both die on this asphalt. Thank you. Yeah, so that poem is about how, the asphalt, how it shapes us into who we are, how sometimes it takes us with us, and, you know, why? Why is it like that? Why is it warm when laid, but then there lay our uncles, our brothers, our fathers, our people? Why is that? This next poem I also have not performed, but it's called Carmina Figurata. Now, Carmina Figurata is a poem that is made to look like something else. And I don't know, whoever has their book, if they could open it and look at it, it looks like this. I don't know if y'all can see. Ooh, sorry, Evan. Um, but it looks like this. It's made to look like a broken seashell, and as well as the waves pulling in, which is perfect for our location right here. So here we go. I saw a seashell on the street. Man, I saw a seashell on the street. I didn't touch it. That will ruin its beauty. I saw a seashell on the street. Walking around 11th Ave, about a block away from sex workers, I saw a seashell on the street. Out of place, no water in sight, shining and glistening from the sunlight. I saw a seashell on the street. Man, I saw a seashell on the street. Couple blocks from the spot, a man was shot. Over a scooter, two young black males whose lives ended right when they pulled that trigger. I saw its ridges and grooves. Two young black males poisoned by the system with no escape. Ashamed they never saw the bigger picture. I saw a seashell on the street. On broken concrete with blood seeped within in Oakland. Man, I saw a seashell on the street. A product of society, opportunities that were stripped from a variety. Thank you. Yes, I was talking to one of the staff. She's right there. Hi. Yeah, she didn't see, but she's amazing. You all should go check out the museum. I was telling her that I saw this seashell on the street without a beach. It was in Oakland. There was no beach in sight. It wasn't even by Lake Merritt, but I saw a seashell on the street. You know, I was walking around my grandma's house and I saw this beautiful seashell, and I was just like, there is beauty in Oakland. Because Oakland is often perceived as, yeah, that's right. Oakland is often perceived as a city of lawlessness and crime, but there's seashells on the street too. Dude, this is paper. Man. This is a poem that I wrote for my grandma. She's at her house right now. She's probably eating lunch with her husband, my grandpa. But this is called Flor en una tina. Yeah, it's about her, or them, I should say. It's about both of them. A light brown the steps, the color of my people. My church without religion and the absence of a steeple. A place that's always been my second home, La Once, where I've been growing up and will continue till I'm grown. Since I was a chubby baby, I've wobbled on the dirt. My feet always stumbled, made me tumble. My feet always unstable, made me tumble and caused hurt. A bolis as ice to tend to the wound. Really, I was hoping to eat it, hoping the time would come soon. My abuelita's hugs and words of comfort made me laugh and smile, and my tata's humor has always been his own craft. Now I understand him. No more language barrier. When we're eating, I'll sink another flauta, but hey, the more the merrier. Nothing makes me happier than being in la cocina to make me smile. Just say, Flor en una tina. Thank you very much. My family is my village. And I don't consider my family just my blood. I got my third grade teacher, Miss Scroggs, right here. That's right. Shout out to educators. That's right. I got my brother in the back. He's embarrassed, but yes, sir. Thank you, man, for being here. Appreciate you. I'm gonna end it out with this one. This one I wrote in response. I was in English class, and it's freshman year of high school. They want you to express yourselves. They want you to do poetry. That's a great way to express yourself. But they gave me a glossary and a set of guidelines to go by, and I was like, "What? Guidelines with poetry? Like, just let me be myself." So I was myself. These poems are not made for you and me. See, these analogies and these metaphors, they ain't the way we speak, because this poem was not made for you and me. With more of the violence, drug, guns, more of that, always on the run. Give me some of that grime, put a beat on it, make it rhyme. The only symbols we know is a farm worker's flag rebranded by the youth and a badge that was supposed to hold the truth. This is where the poem changes its mood. None of those birds trapped in open cages, except you are that bird. No clipped wings, just decisions enforced by a mind underdeveloped. An open cage door, blind bird eyes don't realize that the door's open. No, no, no. Instead, you accept fate. Believing your destiny is only the words that Tupac chose to abbreviate. And like the baby bird, you get fed, though not food, it's media. Looking in a never-ending mirror, constant portrayals in this media that exempts you from academia. You know that grime, you know that rhyme. Now learn that anaphora, learn that stanza. Cause ain't nothing more hard than calling someone a porcelain lion roaring from behind velvet curtains. And stopped. Thank you very much. My name is Cael Duen Lara. I'm currently Oakland's 2025 Youth Poet Laureate. So shout out to the town right here. Shout out Oakland's own for this wonderful hat. It looks like Tide, but it's actually the town because, that's how we roll. Thank you. You can follow me at Cael, IDL, Cael, IDL. I post my poetry sometimes, post stuff with my friends. Just thank you for being here. I always thank the audience because I too was once an audience member and I got inspired by someone, so thank you. I hope y'all go home tonight and write.